Adam Sandler's 8 Crazy Nights. This movie has made me question everything I've ever known, ever believed, ever thought even possible. This movie has changed my life. For you to understand just why and how this movie is so impactful, we must begin where the first move was made. First, they hook us in. This is where they make their first move. Now, we can no longer take our eyes from the screen. And see that? She is a kid. Big MILF energy. And then, they hook us in some more. How can we possibly not pay attention to the cinematic masterpiece after seeing such things? But at the same time, we are presented with this disgusting, putrid thing. What is this thing? This is no man. This thing cannot possibly be native to our world, cannot possibly even be of this plane. And I've been doing research. I've been looking, I've been searching, and I've been finding. I know what this thing is. This creature is a duende. So, what is a duende? Well, duendes are small, hairy, goblin-like creatures that derive from Latin American folklore. So, being that they derive from Latin American folklore, perhaps we should start with the language. Now, duende origins from dueño de casa, and dueño de casa means owner of a home or homeowner, at least according to Merriam-Webster. Homeowner. What does that have to do with anything? I don't think that one makes sense, so perhaps we should look at the English definition. In English, duende means to appeal. It's a power of irresistible attraction, the power to attract through personal magnetism and charm, once again, according to Merriam-Webster. That one makes a lot more sense now, doesn't it? So what does this magical, mischievous, devious, hairy little boy want? Why is it every time we scratch a little closer, get a little bit more under the surface, he calls us out, tells us it's a technical foul? What does this being, this creature, this thing, what is it after? And that much is blaringly obvious. This thing wants a patch. A patch? Why the fuck would this thing, with its immense power of charm, just want a fucking patch? And frankly, I don't know. I don't know why it wants a patch. Like, it's clear that these are crocodile tears, no? These tears are merely part of his charm to get what he wants. But why does he want a patch? And so now here I am, stuck with these questions, wondering, why the fuck does this creature want a patch so bad? He claims that he wants it for recognition or something of that like. But why would this creature care about something like that? That just doesn't make sense. So, after all this, months of research, I'm left with an unsatisfying answer. And I know you're not satisfied because you haven't done half the research I've done and I'm not satisfied. So Adam, I'm coming for you. You hear me? Meet me outside. I'm here, Adam. I'm waiting. Where are you? In your favorite place, Adam. Your beloved basketball court. What you gonna do now, huh? Stop me from finding the truth? I found the duende's natural habitat. A dark forest. Certainly here, I will find the answers I've come to look for. Where are you, Adam? I know you're in here. What was that? I know I saw something. I know it. There. Is that a... My God. Where are you, Adam? I know you're here. I know it. I know you're here. Where are my answers, Adam? Where are they? What the fuck? There's so many of them. Of course. I get it. We're getting the fuck out of here. What the fuck? I understand it, Adam. I understand it. Guys, I understand. It all makes sense. Just wait. When I get this info together, Adam, I know your secret. All right, guys, I think I'm onto something here. I think I figured something out. All right, so I have been so hyper-fixated on this duende and that MILF's ass that I have been blind to the details in front of my eyes. There are three key details that I've been missing out on so far. The first being our deer here. Now these deer, they are hyper intelligent and clearly have some amount of sentience beyond that which is natural of your average deer. Next, we have our partner in crime, our duende's so-called sister. And thirdly, we have the mall. Now, the mall stands out of these three locations the most for obvious reasons being it is a location. But the mall is much more important for what we find there, that being the mall gods. The mall gods are the main point of interest I want to focus on here. They are unlike anything else in this film, something that clearly does not belong. The mall gods had been previously dismissed because many believe that they are merely a figment of Davy's drunk, unconscious mind, and that they are not actually real nor relevant to the story of the movie. However, in the final scene of the film, we gain confirmation of the existence of the mall gods when the Panda Express bear and the Foot Locker guy cry. This shocking revelation changes everything. Before we reach our final conclusion, and I explain how all of this connects, there is one last thing we must discuss. And that thing is Bum Biddy. Bum Biddy is perhaps the single most interesting, most important, and most impactful scene in the entire film. Bum Biddy is a moment where every single character in the Holiday Hall breaks out in a dance and starts doing the exact same move. And look at their eyes. Beady, white, nothing there. Almost as if they're part of a hive mind. And where does this hive mind lead them? Nowhere else but the mall. And not only do they go to the mall, they go to the mall and give our least favorite duende his patch. And not just one patch, but every patch to have ever been given out. And besides, for the one patch that is placed in his hand, the 35th, he doesn't pick up any of the patches. He leaves them on the floor. And why would he pick them up? He's already succeeded in doing what the mall hive mind told him to do, and he has delivered his 35 patches as tribute to the mall gods. I do not know what the mall gods want with these patches, but I know they have 35 of them and that they must surely hold immense power. And I am certain that there is a greater scheme beyond it, and I will show you now how all of this connects. To show to you how all of this connects, I will be using the aid of a diagram, as you see right here. In the middle here, we have Adam Sandler and the 35 patches. These I believe to be the key to everything. Up here, we have our 6 unknown factors. Between the deer, the duende's sister, the MILF, Davy, the duende itself, and the mall. Additionally, you'll notice how the mall and the mall gods down here are 2 separate things. Now, The reason those are two separate things is because the mall above represents the physical location of the mall. But down here, we have the mall gods and Hanukkah. The mall gods representing greater powers like corporations, and Hanukkah, the greater power of religion. Now, we can start by drawing some connections. The easiest of which is, of course, the duende and the duende's sister. We know that these two are working together. Next, we have Davy and the MILF. Of course, this only makes sense. Davy is the one chasing after the MILF. I mean, that ass. And finally, we have the deer and the mall. Now, this one's an interesting connection. You might be a bit confused on how these two connect, but it's actually because the deer are the antithesis of the mole. And then down here, we have our two greater powers, corporations and religion. Now, these two things appear to connect with the 35 patches, and it is clear to me that Adam Sandler knows something about these patches. So, we can conclude that Adam Sandler is trying to fuck an asshole. Wait, what?
Bum bitty 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 bum bum. Bum bitty 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 bum. Bum bitty 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 bum bum. Bum bitty 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 bum.